Woohoo, it's working. Okay. I think I know what I want to draw tonight. If I can draw a circle, that would be great. And this is like a terrible circle, but it will have to do. I'm gonna draw horror characters as My Little Ponies because that is the best thing one can do. Oh, right, sorry. There you go. I forgot streamer mode doesn't let me know when somebody sends me a message. Okay. I should be doing homework, but honestly, I don't want to in the slightest. True. Oh my goodness, people are being obnoxious in the halls. Yeah, scream during quiet hours at your friend because that is totally how to respect other people. Actually, I'm not going to give him eyelashes. But I am going to change the eye a bit. I've noticed it's only ever the jocks that are making a bunch of noise and being obnoxious. It's never, like, I don't know, the techie people or the artists. Oh, hey, there's 2 people watching. I think one of them is you, though. I wonder who the other person is. Oh, hey, there's 2 people other than you watching. That's awesome. Thank you, people, for coming and joining. You should totally say something so that in the chat so I know who you are and can call you out and be like, you're awesome. Aw, one of them left. I must have scared them off with my demands. This is going to be the most beautiful pony ever. Well, the most beautiful creepypasta pony ever. This is almost like a draw it again kind of thing, because some of these ponies I'm going to be drawing I have drawn before when I was younger, and they just looked terrible because I sucked at art back then. I mean, I guess in some ways I still do, but I've improved. I wonder if anyone will guess which creepypasta I'm drawing right now. I totally need a second computer screen. That would be awesome. Or a TV. That could work too. That horn looks like it's at a different angle. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the horn. Like, it's beautiful, it's at a different angle than the rest of the head. Can't wait to get a new desktop computer. That's gonna be awesome. Be able to have 2 screens, my light up keyboard and mouse, and I'll be able to play really strong game or really heavy duty games. Should save this. I'm gonna make the neck skinnier and longer. He's a lanky guy. Whenever I draw ponies, the females always have more curvilicious bodies, and then the guys' bodies are more boxy, like with people. And then with the females, the ankles tend to be higher than with the guys. I'm using Fire Alpaca for my program. I know it's not the best program, but it's the one I'm used to, and I'd rather not change. Because I know all the secrets and how to make it do fancy things too, so. Personally, it's my favorite. I like the look of it. I like the accessibility of it, and it's free too, so that's a huge plus. I decided to draw Laughing Jack first because I had a really cool idea for his design, and I wanted to get it done first before I forget. Why is that not erasing? Oh, because it thinks I was using a different tool. I'm really curious who the other person watching is. I hope I don't scare him off though, like I did the other person. I have been drawing since I could hold a pencil. Digitally, I've been drawing since I was like 13, and then with a actual drawing tablet, I want to say 15 or 16. And I am currently 19. So it's been a few years. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? You don't have to answer though, and know that if you answer, it will be on stream for everyone to see. Ah, okay. Dang, you're older than me. Go away, window. There we go. There's this one guy at my college that, like, I don't want to diss him or anything, but he keeps suggesting I work on the things that I'm already good at. And I'm thinking to myself, I need to work on the things that look terrible, like faces. And he's like, no, work on anatomy. I'm like, but anatomy is my strongest suit, I believe. At least that's what it seems like to me. I've had a couple other artist friends tell me that they're jealous of my anatomy, so that only helps reaffirm my belief that that's my strongest suit. What you saying, Ugg, about? Oh? I mean, I don't want to say anything to diss him, but I will admit he's pissed me off a lot more than most people. So... he said some things that really bother me. I'm gonna let him remain anonymous, though, because I don't know. I don't think it's right to publicly slander someone. Now, privately, just kidding. The get good thing is kind of a meme. I don't know. Like, it could have been meant to be mean. It could have been just in poor taste. When someone says get good, though, I wouldn't take it too personally. But I can understand how that would be pretty upsetting. Like, the guy I was talking about, he told me the only way to improve my art is to, quote, accept that it's shit and move on. And I get what he was saying, like, everyone has room for improvement, and all that, but it could have been phrased a heck of a lot better. And then he got mad at me when I told him it upset me. So... he got really defensive, I should say. Yeah. He's also a little bit dense, because whenever I'm upset with him, he acts like everything's fine and doesn't seem to understand that I'm upset with him. Which, I guess a lot of guys are like that. Not to be sexist or anything, but... like, even my fiance can be that way sometimes. Ooh, I know what I should do. Canvas size. Copy and paste, and we'll do a version of when he was a nice, happy clown, and a version of when he was a mean, evil clown. I will say, most of what I did when I was 13, 14, sometimes even 15, most of what I did was pretty cringeworthy, but I made a few songs that actually sound pretty dang good. Like, my singing was terrible, but I'm not ashamed of the songs themselves. I worked hard on them, and sometimes I still listen to them just because they're kind of catchy. And for those of you watching on YouTube, you can actually find the songs on my channel, which some of them I do regret, but most of them are actually pretty decent. At least in my opinion. Considering my skill level, I should add that. Like, by no means are they amazing songs. They just, for my skill level at the time, I think they sound good. I would suggest doing covers of smaller artists' songs, because not only will it give them a huge boost to confidence, like it did for me when someone wanted to cover one of my songs, but also you're less likely to get in trouble for copyright, and it'll help bring exposure to their song, and people are more likely to watch a cover of a song that doesn't have a million covers already. So like with proportions to the views, you're more likely to get more views. Proportionately, not necessarily net, but that's just my recommendation. You can do what you want. It's just a little thought I had, because I will say it made me really happy. I think it was the ABCs of Marble Hornets that someone was like, hey, can I do a cover of your song? I really love it. And I'm like, yeah, go ahead. My singing is terrible. Okay. Now for the beautiful, happy mane. Still a fan of creepypasta, just not the ones that I used to be a fan of, like Tiki Toby, terrible. He is legit just fangirl bait, and I'm sorry to everyone who loves him, and I mean no disrespect to his creator, but he is not a good creepypasta. He's great fangirl bait. Maybe for his own thing he'd be good, but as a creepypasta, nah, he just brings shame to the term creepypasta. Like the fangirls do, like I used to. Oh dear, those days were embarrassing. Anyone who is in love with a creepypasta character probably has a mental illness. That includes myself, I'm saying, because I Well, here's the difference between me and the regular fangirls. Regular fangirls would make, like, anime versions of the creepypasta characters and be like, oh, they're so misunderstood. Meanwhile, I would have a crush on the actual disturbing, effed up versions. And, yeah, I have issues. I will admit, I have some issues. That was just a random tangent I went on, but, like, just popped into my head. I wanted to say something. I think for his happy, nice version, should do a closed Jack in the Box. And then for his evil version, an open one, because he's been unleashed. Have you ever done anything you severely regret? Like, not like bad life choices, but just like, stuff that makes you cringe now that you're older? Stuff that you, like, absolutely loved when you were younger? May I ask what kind of things? The Twilight Saga. I actually haven't read it, but my mom would watch the movies just to laugh at them, and the little bit I saw was, I didn't like it. Whoops, that's not the size I want it to be. Okay, let me try to remember his outfit. I used to love the Warrior Cat series, but honestly, it just got way worse as it went on. Like, this first series was great. The second series was okay. The third series was and every series after that just freaking sucked. I ended up crying at the very end of the series, not because my favorite character died, not because that it was the end. I cried because they ruined it. They ruined everything. I mean, my biggest problem was, like, the biggest problem for me was everyone was breaking the warrior code. Like, no one, like, only the background cats were following the warrior code, which they ended up being my favorite characters because they actually did what they were supposed to do. It just, it felt too gimmicky. Betraying the warrior code was suddenly the cool thing to do. I wonder if I can just... Yes. The lazy way to do art. Yeah. I don't mean to... I'm not trying to diss anyone who likes the series. I really didn't like it at the end. There's this one book series that I haven't read in many, many years that I really want to read again, but for the longest time, it had no internet presence. It had like one listing on Craigslist, and that was it. And then just recently it started popping up on different bookseller sites, and I'm like, yes, finally, I can get a chance to reread it. Because my sister owned all the copies of the books, and I don't exactly have a great relationship with her, so I don't know if she would ever let me read her copies. There we go. It was the Juna trilogy. The first one was Journey to Juna. And then one of the books was either Crown of Juna or Jewel of Juna. I can't remember. Spelled Joona. I think it was like a Christian book series, but for kids, so it like disguised everything. Like the main good guy, Laurel, was a swan, and he was supposed to like represent Jesus. And I forgot the name of the bad guy, but he was a really sickly looking swan with a pale green tint to his feathers. He was supposed to be Satan. There's another book series I love that was like in the same universe as Adventures in Odyssey. I think it was called Passages. That was an awesome one too. But my favorite book series to this day has to be A Series of Unfortunate Events. I have not heard of the Air trilogy. What's it about? And I really didn't like Harry Potter. Like, when I was younger, I simply didn't care for it. Because there were some things that just bothered me about it. And then as I've gotten older and I've heard more and more about the author, I suddenly really don't like them. I know a lot of people who do, though, and I'm friends with a lot of people who do, so I'm not gonna diss them, but I really don't like them myself. I do like a lot of other things that are magical and stuff. Ooh, there's this one trilogy. Trying to remember. Oh, it's bothering me now. I can't remember what the names of the books were. All I know is it's about princesses who, I think it's a different princess every time, but I'm not 100% sure. And it might not have been a princess in all three books, but basically something terrible happens and they have to learn that being a princess isn't all prim and proper. Sometimes it's about being a badass. And it was really cool, and I absolutely loved it. I want to say that one of them was called The Bridge. I know there was a bridge that was very prominent in one of them. And then maybe one of them was The Crown and Jewel. I think the last one was called The Two Collars or something like that, where one of them started out as a slave and then became a princess. I can't remember for sure, though. And there was always this mysterious woman in the book. This mysterious woman that would help the girl along. And she had, like, come from a land far away, and I don't know. It was a really awesome series, though. There's so many book series I want to collect just for memory's sake and to read to my children when I have them. I also really want to finish watching A Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix because the last season came out and I still haven't seen it because stupid freaking not knowing what the internet or the Netflix password is. Because my dad forgot it and he won't find it out again. I think it's time to color them. As with all things, we will start by making the background a bright, eye-straining pink, so that we know where we have colored and where we haven't. Yeah, I get used to the color. It just helps me see, especially with monochrome pictures where I've drawn. Because it's hard to miss bright pink. I've got a song stuck in my head. Let me see if I can remember all the words. Please excuse me, I don't mean to alarm, and certainly I mean you no physical harm. I'm just the reigning king of chaos here to rock your world. So sit back and let this little story unfurl. My mission is simple, never-ending strife. I'll worm into your heart and then I'll cut like a knife. My intentions are clear, so just surrender your will. I'm a predator and I'm coming in for the kill. Don't hate me cause I'm funny, don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. That's my problem. I keep switching octaves when I sing. I can't not switch octaves. Don't hate me cause I'm funny, don't hate me cause I'm beautiful. You should hate me cause I'm better than you. I only wanna party, I only wanna play it cool. I'm determined to see this through. Surprised that mysterious person is still watching. I'm flattered. I'm almost willing to bet that my fiance turned on the stream just to listen to my voice. I wanted him to join the voice chat, but he's like really anxious about strangers and he doesn't like talking to people, which is sad. Oh, thank you. Free advertising, yay! Yeah, let's do this. Oh yeah, I forgot. The belt is like a really dark gray. Almost black, if not actually black. I'm going off of memory. Hi, Mikan! So you must be the mysterious person who's been watching. Oh, you just got here? Then somebody left, cause there was a mysterious person who's been here since almost the beginning. And it still says my views are at 2, so they must have left right when Mikan joined. Maybe the penis scared them off. Oh! It's back up to 3. Who should we call the mysterious person? We could call the mysterious person Jerry. Doesn't that sound like such a mysterious name? Where is that? It's on the chest somewhere. There you are. I don't want any random dots. Mikan! You know this is going on YouTube. I gotta be appropriate. Oh my word, that reminds me though. I was talking to this, older woman, and I don't know how the topic came up, but I mentioned that, like, Spencer's has phallic lollipops, and she goes, phallic? You mean like penis? Why don't you just say penis? Are you afraid I'll be offended? Penis, penis, penis. And I'm like, whoa! you think a pony's cutie mark can ever change? In that case, Laughing Jack would have had to transform into a completely different pony for this to happen. He just got so evil he turned into a different person. True, crossovers are never canon. Maybe he's just a special case. He's special. I always hate it when a main character has a special ability, not for any good reason, but just because they're the main character. They've got to. I'm gonna do something cool with the feathers. Okay, most crossovers are never canon. Okay, that looks beautiful, and it didn't take that much work. Okay, let's see. Gonna flip this over. Get rid of the ghost teeth, because that's really creepy. And now color. Okay, Mikan, I get the Mario rabbits. Oh no. Mario rabbits was not expected at all. I legit thought I was dreaming when I saw the Mario Rabbids thing, like, and not a good dream. I'm like, oh no, they're taking over. Wait, Hasbro actually gave permission for that? That's awesome. Yeah, I know about Double Rain Boom. I just didn't realize it was actually permitted by Hasbro. Although, I guess that makes sense, because never got copyright claimed. I keep thinking I have glasses on and trying to adjust them. Sounds like Hasbro's actually cool with stuff when people actually ask for permission. I'm gonna give him pink because I like the color pink. Actually, what color should I do? Because pink does not look good. Maybe blue? Yeah, blue could work. Also, I'm getting rid of that. Whoops! not that. I'm getting rid of this, because this doesn't look good. This. Going off of memory with this, but I'm pretty sure he had a rainbow nose, and since this horn is his nose, he'll have a rainbow horn. Laughing Jack. That's who I'm drawing as a pony. Oh, I ever so want to be lazy with this, but I shouldn't. I'll just be lazy in a different way. Oh my goodness, he looks gay. Okay, let's make this white. And then orange. And yellow. Whoops, different layer, please. Green. darker blue, and purple. Well, too bad, Rainbow Dash, because he is a clown. He's like Pinkie Pie, except not pink and male, and he becomes evil. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's missing something other than shading. Maybe this should just be white. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, time to shade everything. Oh boy, this will take a little while. chased the weasel. The monkey thought it was all in fun. Pop goes the weasel. What if I just make this one? Yes, that looks beautiful. That looks absolutely beautiful. Maybe just a little bit of blur on this. Yes. Okay. Now I just need to make his eyes glow, because that makes him extra creepy. It's gorgeous. Now for a background. My least favorite part. It's finished. Now for another pony. Who should it be? I know exactly who it should be. Okay, see you, Mika. Or actually, yeah, let's do it like this. Actually, I like that tail better this way. Much better. Crap, what should his cutie mark be? The question mark unknown. Yes, it's perfect. I like the cutie mark better red. Yes, beautiful. And it didn't take that much effort. Just kidding. I'm actually gonna see if I can make it look better. Without completely redoing it. Ooh, I should have dripping red dots. This looks amazing, and it didn't take that much effort. So I'm really happy. Really happy with this. Oh, I forgot one thing. There we go. Perfect. I think, yeah, that one's finished. And I should probably end the stream and go to bed because it's getting late. Thank you all for watching. Thank you everyone who joined me. And you all have a good night.